Nikki Sharma at the Vancouver Hastings Constituency Office. We are open Tuesday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., and closed on statutory holidays. If you are hearing this message, we are likely busy helping another constituent. Please leave a message and we will return your call as soon as possible. If you are looking for the Attorney General's office, please contact the Ministry of the Attorney General at 250-387-1866. That's 250-387-1866. You can also reach out to Service BC at 1-800-663-786. Again, that's 1-800-663-786. Thank you and talk to you soon.
Okay.
Thank you for calling the Office of the Attorney General. Due to the high volume of incoming calls, you are receiving this message. Office hours are between 8:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m., Monday to Friday. This voicemail box is monitored during business hours. Please leave a brief message with your reason for calling, or you can send an email to ag.minister@gov.bc.ca. All messages will be directed to the appropriate staff or ministry office for follow-up. Please be advised that there is zero tolerance for threatening or verbally abusive messages, and any calls of this nature will be reported to the appropriate authorities as necessary. Please leave a message after the tone. When you have finished, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
This is Victoria Nevens. I need to speak with Nikki Sharma regarding a current act of fraud on the court. Now, I've called, this is the second call I've made trying to come into contact with Nikki Sharma, because there has to be a stop to what's going on. So this is why I need to speak to Nikki Sharma. So I will continue to reach out, because hate crimes are not okay in Canada. Do you understand that? So why don't you look up court file number 1201-188951-1. And this is exactly what we're going to be talking about, because that's not going to continue. You should have heard the lies I heard yesterday by a male acting as BC prosecution. No, thank you. So isn't that interesting? So you can't get anybody on the phone. So why don't we just say what we need to say right now? So I'm not going to fucking waste any more of my time calling around these fucking offices that actually don't have, they make sure they're not available to help anybody at any time for any reason. So here's what needs to happen. And this is exactly what we're going to talk about right now, because what we heard yesterday is the pathological lying lunatics are listening. They're listening. Are you listening? Yeah? Are you listening to the uploads that are on YouTube? Well, apparently, according to what the male monster acting as the BC prosecution said yesterday, you are. That's awesome. That's excellent. So here's what's about to happen. Let's go over the court file numbers again, just in case you didn't catch it the first time. We've got court file number 1201-18 8951-1. Then there's a second court file number, 1201-18 8951-2-A. Now, obviously, we've all read the paperwork, haven't we? Sure we have. Here's what it says. Well, first there's a threat, so listen to this. You are warned. Well, who is you, first of all? You are warned? Really? That's a threat. that unless you have a lawful excuse, well, this woman, no, we don't, an excuse is a veiled lie, right? This woman has lawful reasons of why she will not comply. This woman, righteous woman, has been falsely accused of not following the laws of Canada and the laws of British Columbia. Really? That's real interesting, because she knows more about the legal fiction rules of Canada and the province of British Columbia than these fucking pathological liars, the lunatics who are impersonating the public and the crown. Have you read Section 21 of the Criminal Code? This woman is not permitted to aid and abet your crimes. You're doing it again. You keep doing the same thing. Will you never learn? What is wrong with you? Are you unteachable? There's been now 3 pathological lying lunatics listening to the pathological lying lunatics impersonating, well, these are public serpents we're talking here. Right? Saanich policy enforcement, Victoria policy enforcement. So let's go on to the lawful reasons for non-compliance. Lawful reasons for non-compliance are as follows, and this is just the beginning. We've got, these are Criminal Code of Canada sections, right? So first we've got Section 19, ignorance of the law. That's the first reason for non-compliance. Then we've got Section 131, perjury, because not one of these persons acting as BC prosecution have first-hand knowledge of what's going on, so they couldn't actually be a witness to anything. Section 137 of the Criminal Code of Canada is fabricating evidence. That's exactly what you're doing, and you've done this before. So what we know about future behavior is that it's predicated on past behavior. So this is fucking exactly what you're going to continue to fucking do, because this is exactly who you are. So then we've got Section 167 of the Criminal Code of Canada, which is immoral theatrical performance. Well, fucking that's exactly what fucking happened again yesterday. 45 fucking minutes. This woman, who can prove to be a foreign diplomat, is subjected to the most disgusting, most vile, frivolous, vexatious, scandalous, just fucking baseless bullshit about who she is and about what has happened and about what's going on here. You keep telling the same fucking lies. Why do you continue to do this? Why? Are you incapable of telling the truth? Because we're satisfied beyond all reasonable doubt that you are incapable of not only telling the truth but hearing the truth, or following the laws of Canada and the laws of British Columbia. Section 319 in the Criminal Code of Canada is public incitement of hatred. That is exactly what happened yesterday again. You've got 3. There was 2 males and a female involved in this. Not fucking one of them has first-hand knowledge of what's going on. Not one of them. But I'm a woman sitting there listening to this, thinking to myself, like, what the fuck is going on here? So you're doing it again. You're willfully promoting and publicly inciting hatred against a group of people that are hated by this world. And you just proved it again yesterday. So Section 380 of the Criminal Code of Canada is fraud. And that's exactly what these false allegations are. They're fraud. They're running another fucking fraud on the court to try to hide the fact that liars who are acting as CIBC have committed application and title fraud, stolen a family's home, so they could then embezzle the proceeds of their crime, so they could aid and abet not one fraudulent mortgage, but 2. And of course, we've got fraudulent land titles registered. That is the truth. You ain't fucking getting around it. We're the people with the eyes that see and the ears that hear, okay? Do you understand that? Do you fucking understand anything? Oh no, that's right, because we understand Daniel 12:10, that the wicked understand nothing. No means no. No fucking means no. And you have to follow the law. We are so sorry. So we're not sure if you're aware of how this foreign diplomat did record her autograph on the contract that she was forced into. That's a contract, sorry, all fucking day long. What was offered to this foreign diplomat yesterday was another contract for service. And if you go look at your copy, now, yesterday, Victoria, by the time this whole fucking shit show, another fucking 12 hours of torture went down, Victoria's right arm is severely damaged. By the time they were forcing me into this conversation for this paperwork, basically my right hand has gone numb. I've continually asked for an ambulance. They refuse service. Yeah, that's part of the hate crime. This is what they're going to do. Just refuse to be fucking civilized and professional. So I'm shaking uncontrollably because, the shock is setting in. My glasses have been taken from me, so I can't really see very well. And then the paperwork is pushed across the table. And here you go. You have to sign this, and you have to sign this. So this woman signed, as she always does. It wasn't a sign. It's an autograph. We don't sign anything. VC, vico actus, which is under duress. And then what it says is void. That's what it says. It says void. Why would it say void? Why does it say void? Does anybody know? Because fraud vitiates all contracts. That's a law maxim. False in one, false in everything. So due to the fucking amount of pathological lies that Victoria heard yesterday from the mouth of one of these fucking monsters who was impersonating the crown in the public, bitch, you fucking lied. Listen, Victoria's gonna get what you said yesterday, because it's on the record, and we're going to go through for the public all the lies that you told. Victoria can fucking literally shred everything that proceeded from your fucking mouth yesterday. Every fucking lie. Fuck, you start 20 fucking minutes of lies. You just wouldn't stop. You put all that time and energy into all those lies, did you? Is this why you're fucking pulling in income? To publicly incite and willfully promote hatred against a woman that you are clearly out to destroy, because we know who you are and we know what you do. So false in one, false in everything, and we can prove beyond reasonable doubt that you're literally fucking pathological lying lunatics. Like, you all need to be sectioned under the Mental Health Act, involuntarily fucking taken in and assessed. You are not only a danger to every single man and woman in this province, you're actually a danger to yourself, because you don't understand that lying is a severe and debilitating mental illness. It's a mental illness. You need to be diagnosed and medicated, heavily medicated. So, no contract, no power of attorney, because Victoria's not going to hand over her inherent power. No consent, no obligation to perform. The contract makes the law. That's right. What the fuck don't you understand about that? You should have fucking heard the lies Victoria was told by the defense counsel yesterday. Victoria's trying to explain all of this, that, yeah, I get the game, I know what the fuck you're doing. I know how this little fucking shit show works, this theatrics, this toxic theatrics you have going on here. Oh no, and then of course, then it's the gaslighting. The gaslighting starts, the lies fucking begin. Oh, that's not how this works. You have to fucking do what they tell you to do. No, we're sorry, we don't actually. We do know what the law is, and we will be following the law. Thanks. And if we told you again and again that you were committing crimes and then you went ahead and committed those crimes, who the fuck is going into a cage? Who's going to be enjoying their time in a cage? Well, listen. Canada is a corporation. The province of British Columbia is a corporation. The District of Saanich is a corporation. The City of Victoria is a corporation. Victoria Police Association is a corporation. The Saanich Police Association is a corporation. The Court Service of British Columbia, all corporations. All of them. You fucking can't get around it. They're stupid fucking enough to actually post this publicly. That these are private for-profit corporations. They have nothing to do with serving we the people. Nothing. So let's go fucking over this again for you. A corporation cannot lawfully engage in the practice of law, nor can it do so indirectly through the employment of qualified lawyers. Land Title Abstract Trust Company versus page 86. Dworkin Supra. Again, so now listen, you need 2 witnesses to establish a foundation of truth. Here's the second witness. A corporation can neither practice law nor hire lawyers to carry on the business of practicing law for it. People versus California Protective Corp. 76 Cal, application 354, 244, Pac 1089. Now, did I stutter? Do you fucking understand what the fuck is going on here? So, let me verbally, and this will come to you in a fucking email as well, you malicious fucking maggots, you monsters, unprofessional, fucking unethical. Therefore, so we just all heard the reasons for non-compliance, right? So that's awesome. So now we establish that the invitation made in error yesterday for this woman, a foreign diplomat, to attend the next appointment scheduled June the 18th, 2025 at 9 a.m. at 850 Burdett Avenue is rebutted and denied. So, count 1. The first count, this false fucking allegation about criminal harassment of persons who are in adverse possession of property that's been obtained by crime. Withdrawn. The charge is withdrawn. There's no higher authority than the woman who's speaking to this matter. Count 2. This fucking ridiculous accusation that this woman, who is a peace officer, has willfully resisted and obstructed the criminals, the sociopaths, the pathological lying lunatics who are acting for the District of Saanich. That count number 2, that's withdrawn. You're withdrawing these allegations. Do you understand what a withdrawal is? This is like it never happened. You're not staying it. No. You're going to withdraw both of those counts, and then you're going to withdraw this other count 1 that's on the second court file number, -2-A. This allegation of an offense of breach of release. No, we have been continually and repeatedly telling you on August the 29th, 2024, on September the 4th, 2024, and again repeatedly and consistently, we have informed you, public servant, we have lawful reasons for non-compliance. That count is withdrawn. There will be no more abuse of this woman by any public servant. We have so fucking had enough, you don't even fucking know. And now let's look at what it says here in the legal rules for life sentences. Now, why would a male or female end up in a cage for the rest of their lives? Why would they end up in a cage for the rest of their lives? Now, ordering life sentences. And listen, the judge has to be in possession of first-hand knowledge of what these lunatics have done. So that has to be the victim of the crime. They are moving the court. They are the court. That's who the court is. The court is the victim of the crime, or a family member of a victim of these crimes. That's who files. That's who moves. That's who creates. The victim. The victim has the highest authority in all matters whatsoever. Let's see here. When a sentencing judge is considering making a life sentence for a maximum life sentence offense, the circumstances justifying a life offense should include one or more of the following: cruelty, brutality, unusual violence, terrorizing and torturing victim over a period of time, intentionally prolonged repeated violence against the victim, acts needlessly repeated or lack of feeling suggesting sadistic intent to cause terror or even torture, intentionally infliction of pain, fright, panic that is tantamount to torture solely for gratification or other perverse reasons, cruelty and callousness not frequently encountered, deliberate infliction of brutal, disfiguring, life-threatening injuries. Prior consideration have been on the standard of offenses of stark horror. So what do you think a forced adoption is? They never had a case. They had fucking nothing. This woman does not abuse. Not her son, and not others who are vulnerable. There's no way a righteous woman would ever act like that. Ever. And then they come for our home. They come for our home. They come for the land. They come for fucking almost everything inside. Everything inside is heirloom property. They took, on March the 19th, 2020, they did steal one of our house cars. And then last August 29th, they stole the second house car. And now we have recorded, well, according to the monster acting as BC prosecution yesterday, apparently there was 400 hours of proof beyond reasonable doubt of exactly what was just described being committed by persons acting as corporation, City of Victoria Police, policy enforcement. And then we've got over here the Corporation District of Saanich and their security force, policy enforcement. Well, this is why we record. Because how else could you ever understand, unless it's recorded, to provide proof beyond reasonable doubt of what they're doing and why they're doing it? There's not going to be another fucking war rant issued, because this woman will not comply to having herself and her family and their good names completely fucking shat upon by these compulsive fucking lying lunatics who have no hope and no future at all. Nikki Sharma, did you catch that? How about you, David Eby? And how this other fucking thing, this Gary Begg here, acting in these fictional fucking roles. They don't have any authority. Who the fuck do they think they are? Are you fucking serious? The fuck is wrong with you? Dean Duthie, Del Manick, fucking Dean Murdoch? What the fuck is wrong with you? Violence against women? Looks like it's a life sentence. And you're not above the law. You know, we read Section 15 of the Constitution. That all are equal before and under the law and have equal protection and benefit of the law. Without discrimination. Without discrimination. So you're retaliating against this woman who has to fucking say something about what you are and who you are and what you do? Because that's what righteous people do? And you come at me with fucking SWAT teams? What the fuck is wrong with you? Well, we certainly know what's wrong with you. The rotten root produces the rotten fruit. Rot. Literal fucking rot. And that fucking land and that home does not belong to this alleged landlord. Is it the landlord, is it? No, it isn't. It's also a pathological liar. Isn't that unfortunate for it? Hey, fucking racketeering is a crime in Canada. Making false claims to the CRA? That's also a crime in Canada. Oh, but wait a minute. The criminals in Canada are all above the law. According to the fucking Mail yesterday, who is impersonating the public and the crown. You need fucking serious mental health help. Like, you need to stop and you need to seek professional help. Oh, so apparently the fucking pathological liars acting as Saanich police are investigating this woman here. For what? Is that because Victoria has to call around to different agencies and report your corruption? Because that would be RCMP jurisdiction to investigate you for your corruption and your constant violence against an innocent woman. Who will, by the way, be taking the land back. Yeah, because that's the job of the trustee. And Jack didn't include Daniel, Carol, and Graham Mack as beneficiaries to our property, wherever it's located. Do we understand each other since you're listening? You're fucking nauseating, man. Like, you're fucking poison. You're poisonous plants. There's no fucking way this righteous woman is ever gonna bow. Ever. Haven't you learned that yet? Haven't you learned who us foreign diplomats are yet? You don't understand? You don't have any jurisdiction? You don't have personal or subject matter jurisdiction. You have fucking no authority at all. We're not subject to your fucking toxic fucking theater. Oh yeah, that's right. What was that? What are we calling that in the Criminal Code of Canada? It's an offense. It's a criminal code offense. It's called immoral theatrical performance. Yeah. Should we read it? Should we read what that section is? In the statute? Let's see here. Let's hold on a second here. Let's look at this. Section 1, 167. Let's read this, because this ain't up for interpretation. No, it says what it means, and it means what it says. Because every time this woman has been forced into that fucking whorehouse, I tell you what, it is just the sickest, most useless garbage, just waste that you have ever. Well, go in there and listen. Go in there and watch what they're doing. Everyone commits an offense who, being the lessee, manager, agent, or person in charge of a theater, presents or gives or allows to be presented or given therein an immoral, indecent, or obscene performance, entertainment, or representation. Who's fucked now? Right, because we the people are the inherent power. We the people tell you what the fuck to do. You are an agent. You have no authority at all, and we're not quite sure how the fuck these public servants have gotten this idea that they do have authority. You never have the fucking authority to cause a man or woman loss, harm, or injury, and we don't give a flying fuck what your fucking paperwork says. No. If you can't follow the common law, to love your neighbor like you love yourself, you need to be removed from society and placed in a cage for the rest of your life. War crimes, forced adoption, legally defined as genocide. You devour a widow's house. You devour a widow's house and everything inside, both fucking house cars, and now the last little bit's been stolen and sold intentionally to cause irreparable harm. And y'all think you're going to get away with this? It's a foreign judgment court order. There's no one else to make the decision. Fucking scuzzbags.